Hi there everyone. I wasn't going to do this video, but I decided I think I'm going to do it because there's a few people talking about it and I just thought it's been mentioned on the TV as well. I think there's like something about it on Sky. I don't know exactly much about the film they've made, but I do know that there is a book about it. And I've read the book. This is the one that I've got in my hand right now, is a different perspective, but the camp. And by camp, I mean Auschwitz-Birkenau. So this video is going to be about the, as you can see in the top corner there, tattooist of Auschwitz. It's also going to be about Silke's Journey by Heather Morris and The Librarian of Auschwitz, because I feel as though them books have a very big connection. And connection being is that I don't know if you've read The Tattooist of Auschwitz, and I'm just going to say it's from a person's perspective. So that person, what they see, how they feel, how it's about. And it's their perspective of what a job would be like if you had one there. Silke's Journey, however, is about the similar sort of thing, different part of the camp, but they all have jobs. Now, I don't know if you know, but the top of the gates in Auschwitz-Birkenau, Auschwitz is one camp, Birkenau is another. The top of the camp, when you go and enter Auschwitz, it says on the top, work sets you free. I can't pronounce the German, but I know it says work sets you free, translated to English. Now, the reason why they do that is we probably understand, and if you don't know, it's because the Germans, they think that not just Jews or Jewish, they think that certain people steal money, certain people try and commit fraud. There is German gypsies, there is Czechoslovakian, I don't know if I pronounced that right, but there's also Jews. The main part of the camp is Jews. And they say that it's beg, steal and borrow. And they're just after money and they don't like it. And the Germans decide that get rid of the Jews, let's gas them. Now in these books you do hear about one person that does do with the gas chambers and deals with the fact of identifying things, and that is in The Tattooist of Auschwitz, and that is the Sky film that is being done at the moment. Now this one is, the one I've got in my hand, is Silke's Journey by Heather Morris, and that one is just based on a woman, and she's generally trying to find and to keep strong for her, for a mother, for a father, for a sister. She's trying to keep strong. And it says here, based on a heartbreaking true story. And as you read through this book, it just talks about Silke Klein and how she's 16 years old and how that she gets abused. And then it goes into talking about how beautiful this woman is and how nice she is as a person, how strong she is. And she said, no matter how strong I am, it does get me down. And the jobs that she does while she's in the camp, she moves from multiple jobs. She goes from different places, from one part of the camp to the other. Now, for a woman that deals with being a prisoner inside a women's prison camp, because this side is the woman's one, because the men aren't allowed to go in the women's and the women's can't go in the men's, and they're all in huts, and you've each got your own bed, and you do get inspections. Now, these inspections aren't as intense as you think. Not all parts of the camp with Auschwitz-Birkenau are bad. If you do the following of the rules, sorry, tongue twisted. If you're following of the rules and you come across anything that you think will be an enemy, you stay clear. And it's as simple as that. You have a job, you work. You have a child if you get one, but it's usually due to one of the male soldiers or one of the males from a different hut coming in, doing whatever, treating you like whatever, and you have to just accept that. And it's just the way of how it works. It's the odds of how it works. It's not a bad story. Silke's journey is very heartwarming. I quite like it. There is bad parts, but there is good parts, and there's more positive with how she is than there is negative. And I quite like it. It is very, very warming. Now, with the other book, The Librarian of Auschwitz, I have read that. That from start to finish. That is a beautiful book. And that is pretty similar lines as to Silke's journey. But this particular girl is made a librarian. And you aren't allowed to have any sort of books. Books is classed as like contraband. You can't have it. It's not allowed. You can't own anything. All you're allowed to do is keep your bed clean and tidy and make sure that you work and do your priorities are. You cannot have anything to own. You can't own a book. You can't, like, stash bread. You can't do anything. And you do get food. A lot of people think that they get starved. They're doing away, but they do get food. They get stale bread. They get watery down soup with bread. They get boiled potatoes, which is usually given with buttons and safety pins to try and choke them. But none of them really get choked. But it's just a way of it works. And it's not all bad. You just got to realise that in one bunker, there could be 800 of you. But it's all about the fight for survival. But you can have children there. You can give birth there. But with the Librarian of Auschwitz, I found it very clear, that she had to be secretive. She had 8 books. And she had to hide them in a different place every night. She was reading to children. She held the books out and gave them. But she didn't give them outside of the bunker. She used to just let people come into it and read. But it's nice though. It's not nice that what they went through, but it's a nice read. It's an understanding. And they may seem horrible. I mean, the back of this one says, Silke Klein is just 16 years old when she is taken to Auschwitz-Birkenau concentration camp. The command, and if I pronounce that wrong, I cannot pronounce this. I think it's Schwarschhuber. Notices her long beautiful hair and forces her separation from other women prisoners. Silke learns quickly that power, even unwillingly given, equals survival. It does. After liberation, Silke is charged as a collaborator by the Russians and sent to a desolate, brutal prison camp in Siberia. Innocent but prison once again, Silke faces challenges both new and horribly familiar. But when she meets a man called Alexander, Silke finds that despite everything, there is room in her heart for love. Silke's journey is a powerful testament to the triumph of human spirit. It will leave you astonished and uplifted by one woman's fierce determination to survive against all odds. And that's exactly what she does. She fights for survival. She does have, it says here, inspiring and uplifting. She was the bravest person I ever met. Her courage and determination to survive makes for a heart-rending read. I think that says trending read. Yes, I had to check that. But yeah, it's not bad. People think these stories are horrible. Read them, honestly. Some parts do feel a bit bad, but they're not gruesome. You don't really get, you hear beatings and stuff, and the first beginning of the Tattooist of Auschwitz is a bit gruesome when he talks about the needle going in the arm. But that's the only part I can really think's bad in that one. Every other part of it was just really heartwarming. And in that one, it's a lovely ending. I haven't got to the ending of this one yet, but I will read on and see if I can find an ending and see what it's like. But if anybody's read Silke's Journey, Tattooist of Auschwitz, The Librarian of Auschwitz, please do comment below. We have a book club at the National Autistic Society. There is, it's on at 7 p.m. If you email them, if you go onto Facebook if you have it, or just email National Autism Society and find out when the actual date is. We do have a book club meeting. It's non-Pacific books. We don't just talk about the ones I've mentioned, but you can like read that book and mention it and see what your opinions are. But it is a non-Pacific book reading club. And if you want to join that one, you can. There is other book clubs available. But I specifically have joined that one and been with it for months. So please do comment below. Email that place and see, to have a look around and see if there's any more book clubs. But please do join them because it is interesting to see other people's perspectives, especially on these books. And I do like to hear other people's views and comments. So please comment below. Please like and subscribe. And thank you very much for watching.